He had every intention of leaving. A plane ticket to Mahongsun was already booked because his hand wasn't in the best shape for driving. But when Do's brother came asking for help, everything changed. They weren't friends. In fact, they could barely stand each other. But Thap wasn't heartless. Letting someone die wasn't an option, no matter the history between them. So, 3 days later, just as the sky turned gold with dusk, Thap found himself at the doorstep of someone he had once sworn to avoid. What brought him here wasn't just danger. It was survival. Kasidit's men were everywhere, closing in fast. Thap had barely managed to escape the hospital. With the help of an elderly doctor heading home and a rumor carefully planted by the hospital director, people believed he was out of the country. But he wasn't. He was hiding. And this house was his only shelter. The hardest part? It wasn't the enemies chasing him. It was standing in silence in front of his old rival and realizing there was no one else around to buffer the awkwardness. Kept things cold but polite. Dao brought your suitcase. It's in your room, he said, already making plans to leave before sunrise. You'll be driving. Thap simply nodded. I'm fine, he replied, when asked about food. Upstairs, the air conditioner hummed softly. The room looked exactly like he remembered, maybe because it was his. Thap noticed old photos on the desk, snapshots of from his teenage years, smiling wide in his school uniform. So much had changed. If you're done with your phone, leave it here, said bluntly. It's not safe to keep it on you. Use mine if you really need to call your family. Thap agreed without pushback, surprising even himself. The police had already warned him. Keeping a low profile was key. Every signal could be a trap. They would leave at 4 hours of driving ahead. But just as turned to leave, Thap did something unexpected. Thanks for this, and for what you did at the hospital. Paused, half convinced he misheard. Thap wasn't exactly known for gratitude. But he simply nodded, then walked out, closing the door quietly behind him. Alone, Thap wandered over to the desk. He stared at the smiling boy in the photo, the younger full of life, not yet hardened by the world. What had changed him? He couldn't understand why someone like had become a fortune teller. Thap had always been skeptical, even irritated by that world. His own family obsessed over predictions, rearranging their lives around rituals to fix their luck. To him, it was all nonsense. But now on the run, living off trust, and forced to rely on the very person he once resented, Thap wondered if fate had a cruel sense of humor. Or maybe it was never nonsense after all. Want more twists from my magic prophecy? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a spoiler. See you in the next one.